you'll be able to listen firsthand to it. We have backup copies, so go ahead. I mean,
Oh yeah, he's really gonna get his engine revving when because I've infiltrated his SEO techniques and how he does them, and I know how to do them. And I'm gonna be above Ebayisajoke video tonight. I'm gonna be above all his videos. I'm already in slot 3 and in search.
Mm-hmm.
So he don't like it when you go above and beyond to sync his SEO score.
Yep. And here is a Susan Foster insult that he typed. Says, I've been chatting with Steph at night on Yahoo Messenger. She's a nice girl. I'm trying to convince her that she is dealing with a hyperactive guy that may get himself into a lot of trouble down the road. She is starting to agree. Now, I know my girlfriend is listening out there at this said moment. And I know she's probably got an expression of, what the hell? Let's put it this way, friends. The real Susan Foster, wherever she is, would, if she was around to make a video, which I have thrown in his face numerous times, and we have yet
I'll tell you that Susan Foster, I think, was either a stepmother of his that beat his ass, and the way he turned out, that's the way he turned out. I think he got his ass kicked by the Susan Foster.
Yeah, impersonation of a person who made his life miserable for his entire 20-some-odd years before he became a total idiot. Yeah.
Yeah, before he became a total cyber idiot.
Mm-hmm. And then it goes on to say, I'm a two-pit crackpot dictator of YouTube and Ustream. Flagging, Ustream will learn everything about Decanio in an email I sent them. So again, he's making complaints to Ustream about me. Well, let me put it to you this way. Unless he has some credible evidence in any chats that I have said on Ustream, Ustream's not going to budge. Because I tried making a complaint on the Susan Foster account that he put on Ustream, and they want proof. They want physical proof, pictures of the words. They want documentation. And if he can't give them documentation, they're going to say, well, sorry, Mr. Fitch, you cannot prove that he is doing anything against our policies and procedures.
Well, that's good. At least Ustream they're starting to take a stand against his attacks towards Ustream now.
Yes, and I have an actual document from Ustream. It was a 7-minute conversation, and it was over 7 days ago. I emailed them and said, I own a channel called The Red and Koga Show, and there's a person who uses the name Susan Foster to invade my channel. This person has impersonated someone and continues to be a problem. Person is Charles W. Fitch of Canton, Michigan, very dangerous and threatens anyone who is associated with me. They come back and say, can you please provide screenshots and usernames so we may further investigate? Also, please keep in mind it is up to the broadcaster to moderate their own chats and social stream. So they were talking to me, and I said back, the username that Charles W. Fitch is impersonating is Susan Foster. We also need screenshots of the social stream chat in order for us to further investigate or take any action. So, I have a free account, and I'm not bombed to chat anymore. They took the chat out of it. Chat is now only available in pro broadcasting. So, if he tries to provide screenshots, he would have to come in and document those screenshots, and there will be no screenshots for it. I said, I'm unable to get screenshots because with me being a free member, the social stream chat is no longer used. And then they come up with this and say, unfortunately, without documentation, proof of the impersonation, or contact with the person being impersonated, we are not able to take any action. You should be able to assign moderators for your social stream chat who can ban unwanted chatters if you aren't able to do so yourself. And I said, well, thanks for trying. Realize he comes and goes as he pleases, and he has made complaints falsely against me because he knows he is illegally stalking me. And that's where it ended. That conversation...
Well, what you need to do with Ustream is show them the evidence of, one, he made a website under your name illegally.
But see, they're only concerned what he's doing on this site as far as Ustream is concerned.
Right.
They're not concerned what he's done outside of Ustream. They want documented proof that But he comes in and then he goes. He comes in and then he goes. Before I have a chance to see that there's somebody else coming in, he disappears. But he also, listens to the archives of the show and so on and so forth. So,
right.
There is so many ways he can get information out of it. And like I said before, we here on my show, and we're talking we because there are people who have a vested interest, not money-wise, in this show. Okay, that's the listeners out there, the very supporters like yourself. Okay, there doesn't have to be a staff that runs this show. I run this show by myself. I've been doing it for 6 years. Okay. And I get people who want to voluntarily help me because he was like, well, I want to see a green room. I want to see a recording studio. I want to see a parking lot. Your so-called studio is fake as far as I'm concerned.
No, you can have a studio in your room. There's nothing wrong with that. That's where that's where most people start.
I showed it in a previous episode on the Queens New Yorker, and I said, here is the studio, and you judge for yourself if it's real or fake. And as far as I'm concerned, my studio is as real as anybody's small studio out there who records a song or does something for themselves with a setup. So,
Yeah, I mean, I had thought about doing a live stream show, but honestly, I'm not talented in that way. I wouldn't know where to even start.
I had the same thing about 6 years ago. I was like, what could I possibly talk about that would interest people? And I'm like, okay, I'll stop playing music. And if I get in trouble some way down the line, okay, then I'll stop with that particular thing and try to, I've reformatted this show so many times, and what I found is there are certain segments that people like, and there are certain things that people don't like, and I've listened to everybody's feedback, good and bad, and I can honestly say that I have taken every one of their ideas into consideration, and I've not overlooked anybody's, negative criticisms, because again, Mr. Fitch says, well, you can't handle criticism. I'm like, dude, if I can't handle criticism, then I might as well just pack it up and go then. But I made a promise to a friend of mine 6 years ago that I would stick through this, and I have. And even though he's beat me down the head a couple times, well, not physically, but my friend says, look, you stop what you're doing, and I'll come over here and personally kick your ass. And he's dead serious about that. So, but have I called the cops on him? Hell no. I'm like, everybody basically says I'm going to come and kick your ass. I'm like, okay, well, come on and do it. Stop talking and freaking lift the leg up and kick me in the ass. I want to see it.
Yeah, Finch has said comments like that on a lot of my channels.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
I believe it.
And his other fake account names.
Yeah.
Which he just makes to make comments and flag our stuff. That's what he makes them for.
He
made a video about my channel, which is Playpoint. I made a new channel to explain internet things that I understand, and maybe I get some interest from other people, and I have. But what he does, before I get enough interest, he just goes in and starts flagging them with all these fake accounts. And I've been down YouTube's throat about it, and YouTube they don't care who flags their stuff, and they know that they're fake accounts. What the internet and YouTube need to do is limit you, period.
Yeah.
And stop flagging.
Yeah, because once your account is shut down on your original account, you shouldn't be allowed to do that, because you have to provide an email address that they can monitor you on.
Oh, I've shown them proof. They, just like Ustream. Oh, we want proof that this guy is illegally flagging your stuff. I've shown them all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I go, look, he just made this account yesterday to flag my stuff, and then now it's shut down because he did it 400 times. That is abuse.
Yeah. And what you should have done, like I've done, because every time we get a strike on the bullying channels,